What's up, everybody? I'm Michael Allen, and this is the Movie Minute. This episode of the Movie Minute, we are talking about Edward Berger's new film, Conclave, starring Ralph Fiennes, Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow. So, if you were looking for a non-spoiler review from a filmmaker perspective, let's jump on in. Really quick before we jump into the review, I want you to know exactly what you're getting on this channel. I give two specific ratings for movies. I give an entertainment rating, which is how much I enjoy the film. And then I also give a critics rating based on my background as a filmmaker and currently as a writer-director. And that is my critics rating. I average them together for my score of the film. I then assign the film a badge, being, is this film worth going and seeing in theaters? Is it made for streaming? Is it an award season's darling? Or is it just a complete heap of flaming garbage? And I give that rating in order to help inform you whether this film is worth spending your hard-earned money for in the movie theater. So, without further ado, let's talk about Conclave.
The Pope is dead.
The throne is vacant.
So I saw the trailer for Conclave fairly recently. It wasn't heavily marketed, which is actually surprising. Edward Berger, who directed Conclave, also directed All Quiet on the Western Front, which was kind of an awards darling a few years back. And so it's kind of surprising that this film didn't get a lot of the buzz that you would think a film of this stature would. Conclave is based on a book that was written in 2016, and it's about how the Pope is selected, which is a very highly secretive process. Very few know about what goes on with this process, but we see it played out in this film, so we don't know fully what's true and what's not true, but I can tell you this film is absolutely a political thriller. The film centers around Cardinal Lawrence, who, following the death of the current Pope, is put in the place to run this conclave, which is basically a vote to try and see who is the next Pope. Obviously, so much goes into the selection of the Pope. And this film is all about the political intrigue and themes and narratives going on within that selection process. So you have all of these cardinals from all over the world coming into Rome to meet and to be shut off from the outside world in order for them to make a decision. And that sets the stage for Conclave. Let's talk about a few things that I liked. I feel like we don't get a lot of these type of movies anymore. It is a bit on the slower side, but with high tension, high drama, where every single scene is loaded with subtext. I absolutely loved all of the stories surrounding this film. I was leaning forward the whole film. The intrigue is at a record level on the story of this film. It builds upon itself. The pacing in the film is amazing because it's constantly introducing more intrigue, more mystery, a little bit of answers, more mystery. The balance between how it reveals the story to you and what's going on is so perfectly executed. The directing in this film is absolutely paramount. Berger proves that he is an up-and-comer in the world of film. He really is incredible, and he gives us something so captivating with this film. The cinematography is on another level. Gorgeous shots, beautiful use of color, beautiful use of light. Everything is firing on all cylinders here, and I cannot talk highly enough about the score of this film. The score is haunting and driving and full of tense intrigue. Every single little strike of the violin just puts a palpitation in your heart. It landed with me so hard every single moment because the soundtrack was just leaning into all of the emotions of this film, and it was strengthening the narrative at every single point. And I don't really need to say much, right, about the performances, only because, I mean, it's Ralph Fiennes, it's Stanley Tucci, it's John Lithgow, and an amazing supporting cast as well. all of these guys deserve nods this year for performance. This film is surprising. You don't know where it's going to go, and it definitely goes to an extremely controversial ending. Not everyone is going to like this ending, and that's what makes this film amazing, is it puts the audience in a place where you leave the theater questioning everything that you've thought in the past about the Catholic faith, about faith in general, about God. I mean, it challenges you in an incredible way. The last time I felt this way was with Scorsese's Silence, a film that just really challenges you to think deeper. This film does that, and I think it does it in spectacular fashion that not everybody is going to like. I think the only thing that I didn't really love about this film is the start is a bit slow, just a bit. I think you could have ramped up the tension and the speed a little bit quicker, but I mean, that's really it. This film was incredible, you guys. From an entertainment standpoint, I was completely entertained this entire film. Every single thing blew me away. I'm giving this film from an entertainment standpoint a 10 out of 10. I was fully bought in. I love the story, the performances, the shots, the music. Everything was incredible. 10 out of 10. From a critics rating, I'd give this a 9 out of 10 just because of the slow start. But I mean, this film is one of the best of 2024. Hands down. So 9.5 out of 10 for Conclave. From a badge standpoint, this is absolutely a popcorn bucket. You need to see this film in theaters simply because the soundtrack so enhances the experience. You want to see this in a theater where you can feel the weight of the soundtrack and the sound design on you while you're experiencing the narrative. If you are a cinephile, if you are a movie fan, you should go see this film. The controversy is going to rile people up, absolutely, but that's what film is meant to do. Film is designed to make us think deeper and talk about it with others. I can't wait to have some amazing conversations with my friends about Conclave. At the end of the day, Berger brings us an absolute masterpiece. This is something that is going to be watched in the future and enjoyed for a long time. I wouldn't be shocked if it's added to Criterion Collection. It's just one of those classic dramas that impresses at every turn. If you enjoyed this review, like this video, subscribe. Would love to be your movie guy. And until next time, everybody, peace out.